Alright guys, this is the all new 2026 Tata Tiago facelift. And honestly, this is probably the biggest visual and feature upgrade the Tiago has received in years. Tata has redesigned almost every visible area of the car while still keeping the familiar Tiago identity alive. So let's take a complete walk around of the new Tiago, exterior interior features and also the petrol engine EV versions. So coming to the exterior part, let's start from the front. The Tiago now gets a much sharper and wider looking face. The old rounded design is gone. Instead, Tata has given it a slimmer glossed black grille that visually connects both headlamps, making the car look more premium and aggressive. The headlamps themselves are redesigned and look sleeker than before. The bumper is completely new with larger blacked out sections and vertically positioned fog lamps housing which add a sportier character. The EV version gets a slightly different treatment here since it's an electric vehicle. It gets a cleaned closed off front fascia and more aerodynamic lower bumper design. Basically, I didn't like the EV version much, but petrol and ICNG versions looks much cooler now. Like compared to the previous versions, this looks more tougher and more sportier because of its sharper looks in the front. Coming to the side profile, moving to the side profile, the overall silhouette remains familiar, but Tata has cleaned up the design nicely. The body lines now look sharper, as I said before. The proportions feel more mature, and the blacked out pillars give the car a floating roof effect. The EV version also gets some exclusive cosmetic touches like dual tone roof elements and EV specific detail. Coming to the mirrors, talking about the RVMs, they now look more premium and integrated into the oral design language. Expected features include electrically adjustable mirrors, integrated turn indicators, and possibly auto-folding mirrors on higher variants. And coming to the wheels and alloys, one of the noticeable upgrades is a new alloy wheel design. The facelift gets freshly styled alloys that looks much more modern than the outgoing model. Tata has clearly tried to give the Tiago a more upmarket road presence. The EV version gets more aero optimized wheel designs to improve efficiency. And coming to the rear design, at the back, Tata has updated the tail lamp styling and redesigned the rear bumper for a cleaner look. Although the connected line light would look like a previous gen i10 for me, but it looks more good right now. The rear now feels wider and more planted compared to the older Tiago. The EV version carries dedicated EV badging and subtle blue accents to differentiate itself from the petrol and CNG models. Okay, now let's get inside. Now, this is where the biggest transformation has happened. Step inside and the cabin feels completely refreshed. The dashboard gets a layered design with a much cleaner layout inspired by Tata's newer cars. There's now a floating touchscreen infotainment system, revised AC vents, update materials, and a much more modern overall appearance. Compared to the older Tiago interior, this one genuinely feels like a segment upgrade. The instrument cluster is now fully digital on higher variants. It looks cleaner, provides more driving information, and makes the cabin feel significantly more premium. Infotainment and controls. Coming to the infotainment and controls, Tata has packed the new Tiago with features that were previously seen only in higher segments. A larger floating touchscreen infotainment system, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, 360-degree camera, wireless charging, USB Type-C charging ports, automatic climate control, cruise control, push button start. And surprisingly, the CNG AMT variant now even gets paddle shifters, which is honestly something nobody expects in the segment. And the new steering wheel looks more premium. Uh, Rather than going with that glossy black designs that we had earlier in all the Tata cars, now we get more of a matte finish in the steering wheel, and it looks more premium and it removes that touch like images from there. And coming to the front seats continue to focus on comfort and practicality. Expected upgrades include revised upholstery. The seat almost looks better when compared to the last gen. This is more like a fabric seat, and although the headrest is not adjustable, it even though looks premium for me. And at the rear Tiago continues to offer decent space for a hatchback in the segment. The rear seat comfort should remain similar, but Tata's dual cylinder CNG technology helps free up much more usable boot space compared to the traditional CNG setups. Actually, it provides a very good space in the back as a boot space. It contains all the basic safety features like 6 airbags, ESP, hill hold assist, TPMS, rear parking sensors, ISOFIX style seat mounts, 360-degree camera, and it is expected to bring like 5-star safety rating as promised by Tata. And coming to the details of the engine, for the petrol variant, it's like 1.2 liter Revtron 3-cylinder petrol engine producing around 85 to 86 PS power and 130 Newton meter torque. Transmission options include 5-speed manual and 5-speed AMT. So mechanically there are major changes here. Tata has mainly focused on improving the design and feature package. It keeps the old machine as such and improving the overall details on the exterior. CNG details, the CNG version continues with Tata's dual cylinder technology, which is honestly one of the smartest CNG packaging solutions in the market right now. Power output drops slightly to around 75 PS and 96 Newton meter torque. And yes, both manual and AMT gearbox options continue even for the CNG variant. EV details. The facelifted EV gets the same redesigned exterior and updated interior, but the EV specific styling elements. The current model offers two battery pack options, 19.2 kWh and 24 kWh, with a claimed range between roughly 223 to 293 kilometers depending on the variant. Tata may also revise battery configurations and could produce battery as a service option similar to the Punch EV. So overall, the 2026 Tata Tiago facelift is less about performance upgrades and more about making the car feel modern, premium, and feature loaded. The biggest improvements are clearly in exterior design, interior quality, technology, and overall road presence. And honestly, for the price point Tata is targeting, the Tiago now looks far more competitive against rivals in the hatchback segment. And the pricing is like it starts around 4.69 lakhs for petrol variants, and it's in the similar segment for the EV as well. So this is a really breathtaking decision by the Tata Motors. And honestly, this is a very good for the audience looking for a car under the segment, like around 5 lakhs to 8 lakhs around. So what do you think about the new Tiago facelift? Would you pick the petrol, CNG, or the EV version? Let me know in the comments. Thank you.